Sup nerds, I'm CuppaJoey and welcome back to another episode of r/dontfundme, because apparently going shut up and give me your money as opposed to shut up and take my money doesn't always work on people. Let's have a look. This bodybuilder has been injecting oil to make them bigger, but now wants to raise money to make them smaller. Russian Popeye begging for UK surgery to reduce biceps. Oh, I mean, on the one hand, he definitely needs surgery. That looks so unbelievably painful. I mean, the redness of the skin, and you can see where some of the skin has, torn a little bit underneath. That just looks so utterly painful. And yes, this guy absolutely needs surgery. I don't think that crowdfunding for surgery is a bad thing, but to be fair, I do believe that all surgery should be free. And this is definitely less of a cosmetic thing at this point and more of like a medical need. That looks so painful. This guy can't go on like this. Please help a broke girl out and Venmo me at Venmo name. Anything helps, God bless. I don't understand this. I have been in a position where I've needed to ask people for money. I've needed to lend money, borrow money rather, and it's freaking humiliating. Like, you feel like you're admitting that you failed as a human being by not being able to provide. It's genuinely like the most soul-crushing thing ever. Luckily, I've got on my feet. I'm in a much better position now. However, I don't understand how people can be so shameless about asking it. It really, really sucks when you have to. It feels so shameful. Like, you feel, like I said, you just feel like you failed as a human being, and yet there are people that are like, I'm broke and cute, give me money. I just don't understand how people can be that way. AirPods $100 goal. I am raising money because I want AirPods, because I deserve them, because I go to a really hard school, because my parents made me anyways. I'm a really good person and I really like music. Oh, this person's a child. I mean, they go to school and they're like, my parents made me, but I'm a good person. Even so, there have been so many like fundraisers for AirPods. I really don't get this interest in AirPods. Is it just because it's an Apple product and people like Apple? I mean, I'm all for the cord. I'm for the corded headphones. I much prefer something that, attaches to something else. Jailed fentanyl dealer launches GoFundMe to pay for beauty school. So I had a little look into this. This was somebody who was working in the healthcare industry and was smuggling fentanyl in order to sell it to people who are addicted. If you're unaware, fentanyl is a prescribed painkiller. I had to look it up myself because it wasn't something that I was familiar with. I mean, there is a huge issue with prescribed pain medications and opioids being addictive in America and being very widespread. She was just prolonging it. I mean, on the one hand, I appreciate that she is trying to move into other career options. But yeah, she shouldn't really be expecting others to pay for that. Perhaps, get a crappy job until you're ready to go to beauty school. I know that she has a bit of a tarnished reputation, but there should be enough skills on her CV to get something good. Use Rubik's Cube by a student in need for paying rent, $500 plus $10 shipping, or best offer. It's clearly an unused toy, which give it a little charm. I am looking for help to pay for my student's rent. Okay, if you need to fundraise for rent, I mean, it really sucks that you're in a position that you have to do that, but there are much better ways than trying to sell a Rubik's Cubes for 500 bucks. And then they said quid. But seriously, who's gonna see that and think, oh yeah, well, I'll help this person out who put this on eBay for God knows how much. I'm feeling philanthropic. This is the way to release it. God. I can really use help raising the money for my boob job. I'm saving every penny and buying myself nothing until I reach my goal. If every one of my Facebook friends donates just $2, I'll reach my goals. Thanks in advance. Please help our mum get boobs. She looks like our dad. Oh, God, the fact that she used her children for this, that's terrible. Little disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with wanting a boob job. I'm even going to say that there's nothing wrong with crowdfunding for a boob job, I'm even going to throw that out there. If you really feel that bad about your body and it's to do with the size of your breasts and you feel like an augmentation is genuinely going to improve the quality of your life, then I don't see the problem with pursuing that, and I don't see the problem with crowdfunding if you don't have the money. Because, you know, if it's a serious problem and you've been talking to your friends about it and how much this will make you happy, and if they're willing, you know, it could work out. The issue with this is that she is using our kids. What lessons are those kids learning about body image? I mean, of course, we don't know the gender identity of these kids. I'm not going to assume anything. But let's say that there are girls here. They're going to be learning that if they end up growing up to have flat chests, then they're just going to look like a dad or something. It's really, really horrible that they're teaching this kind of self-hatred. Also, it's teaching the boys that women can be mocked for the size of their breasts, and it may be like a insult. Mum wants the GoFundMe page down because of the bull I've had to put up with. She never wanted it. Shame on all of you who tweet crap, but I know my true friends are. Freaking stop already. Your true friends are the ones who aren't afraid to call you out on your BS. I've donated to you more times than I can count, without a GoFundMe. Remember the time you ordered a bunch of crap from McDonald's and I paid? Pick you up from the train? Yeah, this is often the way that once people get into that mindset that they can just sort of hassle people for money, they will just do that. I mean, that whole shame on all of you for like not giving me money. What a crappy person. And yeah, when she goes, oh, you know, remember when I bought you this stuff? It reminded me of like that other tweet where there's that girl saying, nobody's taken me out for dinner. And then when somebody else said, wait, I did, she goes, sushi doesn't count? Like, what the hell? Sushi's quite expensive as well, what the frick? So, my bad, I actually thought that it finished there. It didn't. There's actually more to this story. Seriously, Dad, stop acting like a victim. You're not. People have helped you. It's annoying helping you and then seeing you go to concerts, Mets games, etc. Stop acting like people are being bullies. If I'm annoying and that's what you think, that's sad, because I always liked you and defended you when people said things about you, wish you best in life. Yes, I do think you're annoying when your mum is sick and you're off at the Mets game, Cumbia show, Winter Classic, etc. instead of taking care of your mum. But whatever, I didn't donate and I'm glad I didn't. If me saying that offends you, then oh well. Lest we forget the trip to Florida for spring training as well. Oh my god, I forgot about that. And then, while her mother and brother spent 2017 struggling with doctor's bills and eviction notices, Red's sister had the best year of her life. Hashtag GoFundMe scam, hashtag fraud, and then this post from her Instagram. 10 countries and 2 wonders later, I would say 2017 has been by far the best year yet. I couldn't be more grateful to have encountered these amazing places. Bring it on 2018, hashtag, at Swiskia. So this is a brother and sister who are taking full advantage, saying that they need to look after their sick mother, who is sick, by the way, genuinely sick, dealing with medical bills and apparently eviction notices, just so that they can travel and live a luxurious life while they're saying that they're looking after her. This is absolutely despicable. And then to like go, oh, I know who my true friends are, you people are bullies, like when he's just pushing away people who have actually helped him. This sucks. It really sucks when you think that you're like helping out a friend and then they turn out to be a giant poo head like this. This woman gave her son industrial bleach to drink, uploaded it to YouTube, and is now trying to sue NBC for reporting this. Please consider helping us in this battle to recover our sons from vaccine injury and how the media, NBC News, has singled us out in an attack. We have already had remarkable improvement and now we're fighting for medical freedom of choice. Legal assistance for mum of autistic sons, organised by Red. My name is Red, I live in Red, I have 6 children, 4 of them are on the autism spectrum. My god, oh god, look at that, look at her face. Look at her freaking awful face, her awful smirk, her I'm freaking destroying my children smile. What a freaking terrible person. You got your children to drink bleach. How the hell can you say that you're a mum that cares about your sons when you got them to drink freaking bleach? And I do know that a lot of this comes from Trump's recommendation in order to beat the virus, which, you know, I mean, a lot of that can be put on him. But my god, why would you force your children to drink bleach and then try and attack the media for, you know, keep, you know, reporting it? I mean, isn't that what freedom of speech and freedom of the press is? And look at her sons as well. I feel so bad for them. Like, I don't know if these are the 2 sons on the autistic spectrum. If so, I feel really bad for them. Imagine, like, being part of your identity. Imagine being and I'm sorry if there are any autistic people listening to, and I may be patronizing them when I say this, but imagine being autistic. Imagine that being a huge part of your identity, and the way that you are, and the way that you see the world, and just the way that you navigate every day. Like, that's just a huge part of who you are. And then your own mother telling you that that part of you is broken and trying to get you to drink bleach to fix it. You can tell that the son on the right is forcing a smile, and the son on the left just looks so freaking done with this. This is just absolutely awful. I feel so bad for her children. She should not be in care of any of them. Like, there's no such thing as medical freedom of choice when you're forcing your children to drink bleach. What a terrible person. And the whole anti-vaccination, and to say that it's an injury because your kids happen to be autistic, it's just absolutely terrible. But what an absolutely despicable person. So this was originally posted on I Am a Total Piece of Crap, but was cross-posted onto DontFundMe. This guy drove drunk, crashed, killed 3 people, all in the same family, and orphaned another poor little kid. He is not in the ICU, and he now has a GoFundMe for his medical expenses / legal defense fund, one of the biggest pieces of crap imaginable. And here's a screenshot from his GoFundMe. As many of you already know, my baby brother was involved in an accident yesterday evening. He is currently in ICU in blank medical center, blank army veteran, and currently in the blank National Guard. He unfortunately does not have health insurance. We are looking to raise money to help cover his medical expenses. We appreciate all the love and support we have received thus far. Thank you all. Wow, so I was going to say, you know, I do believe in free healthcare all around. I don't understand why people should have to crowdfund in order to, you know, live. I think that's really, you know, bizarre. But the fact that this is a lie and he's using it as an excuse to try and get money from people, and the fact that they're like flaunting the whole army veteran thing, you know, this is why I don't really respect the military at all. But even so, like, the drunk driving as well, there is absolutely no excuse for driving drunk. And while I'm at it, I'm going to say there's absolutely no excuse for looking at your phone while you're driving either. It's one thing if it's like a sat-nav and the phone is up on a stand and it's like giving you directions, or if it's an Uber driver that has it up there because that's their work. I can understand that. But so many times I see people driving along and you can see their eyes are on their lap. Like, their eyes are down on where their phone is as they're speeding along, and it frustrates me to no end because it's killing people. So I know that this is supposed to be a comedy series, but let's use this opportunity to just say drink driving is bad, and also looking at your phone while driving is bad. Just if you're gonna drive, then be sensible about it. Raising money to gamble with at the casino. I want to go to the casino and my wife won't let me spend money on gambling, so I want to raise money so I can go. Yeah, this is somebody with a problem. I like, a lot of people are laughing at this, but I just feel really bad. This person has been cut off from gambling by his wife, so he's now resorted to begging people online for money so that he can gamble. This is where it gets serious. If you've got to a point... Oh my goodness, 20 grand. Sorry, I just saw that he's trying to get $20,000. This guy is trying to get $20,000 just to gamble. I mean, you're kind of gambling just by asking people for money on the internet and not knowing whether you're going to get it or not. Who the hell donated $15? You're just like funding an addiction. This is really unhealthy. This is seriously worrying. Help my broke sister not resort to feet pics. $10,000 goal. My wise old sister caught herself in a situation. The ripe age of 24 has gotten her down. Now she faces the challenges of old men demanding feet pics. As a broke lad with little opportunity, she needs what she needs. Please donate your money. You wouldn't want your relatives sending foot-related images to old men on Facebook, would you? Anything helps. Please end the foot fetish fad. A concerned sister. Is that such a bad thing? Seriously, I don't get the issue with selling feet pictures. It's your feet. Like, it's not a private area. You know, they might be on display if you're just wearing sandals and going out to the shops. I mean, it's been hot recently. I've been wearing sandals. I don't see what's so bad about it. If you can make some money out of it, why not? Also, they get a little bit confused going, as a broke lad with little opportunity, blah 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 blah. So it makes me think that this is a guy posing as a sister of a sister who is in this situation. It sounds like it's somebody kind of scamming, I guess. Especially when you look at the way it's written, like the ripe old age of 24, the faces the challenges of old men. You know, it's cringily written as it is. Like, you know, someone's trying a bit too hard to sound witty and laconic, and it's just not really working. Fun dinosaur costumes for me and my friend. Look at this bad boy. Keine Euro von 120 € gesammelt. Every story starts with a dream, and this story starts with your help. Help me and my friend buy a dinosaur costume for no reason. Have you seen how expensive these things are? You'll get nothing out of it, but we're going to remember you. At least we will try. Help 2 little boys fulfill their dreams and pursue a successful life. What a load of crap. Like, what? Just give us this for no reason. You'll get nothing out of it. I mean, are you not hearing yourselves? No one's gonna go for this. No wonder they haven't raised any money yet. Help to little boys fulfill their dreams. I mean, do they mean 2 as in TWO and spelled it wrong? Or is it just little boys in general? How the hell is getting a dinosaur costume gonna give you a successful life? Oh god, look, they're quirky. They're quirky people. They're being quirky. Oh, I hate it. Hey Blank, what's up? Hey Blank. I'm stuck up, so if you want to talk to me, you'll have to cash at me, Blank. I'm not speaking to you after this unless you cash at me. Alright. I mean, it's a business that she's figured out, I guess. I know that this is saying, look at this, stuck up me, trying to get people to give her money just to talk to her. 3 words. Supply and demand. She's gonna have people giving her money to talk to her. And if she doesn't have time to talk to somebody because they're not giving her money, I mean, it's more of a job than, a flirty thing. I mean, I assume this is Tinder or something. I'm not too sure. I don't use dating apps. But, if she's making money from it, then all the power to her, I guess. White boy who needs money for Fortnite. $0 raised of $30 goal. After XXX Temptation died, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that, I've only seen it written down, so sorry if that's not how you say that. I was sad as F. I didn't know what to do but play my favourite game, but I realised I was broke and I can't afford the battle pass or skin. I'm in desperate need of an upgrade. Show some love. Isn't Fortnite free? I'm sorry, I don't play Fortnite, so I'm not that... Oh, I realised he didn't actually write Fortnite, he wrote Fortnite. Oh, that's fine. He just wants the off-brand bootleg version. We can get him that. But yeah, I thought that Fortnite was like a freemium thing where you have to... You get it for free, but you have to spend money if you want the dance moves and the outfits and stuff. Is that all this kid wants? Is freaking, outfits? Because that's not worth it, right? I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a lot of street cred that comes with Fortnite these days, but... Really? Begging people on the internet? Come on, at least ask your parents. Wait for your birthday and ask your parents. And don't try and use a freaking rapper's death to try and get people to give you stuff. My god. I need money for alcohol. You know what? I don't even know what's worse about this. Whether it was the fact that he has asked for $25,000. Or whether people have already raised $215 for him. Who needs that much alcohol? The only reason that somebody would need that much alcohol is if they owned a freaking liquor store, and considering the picture, I don't think this guy does. Or if he does, he bloody well shouldn't. Now accepting Cash App deposits for the B-Day. Yeah, this is from the Facebook of a 40-year-old woman. I don't know, if you're listening to this rather than looking at it, it may sound that she's crowdsourcing for toilet paper alternatives. I mean, I'd pledge money for that. I'm now accepting Cash App deposits to get my arse as clean as a whistle. Televangelist Jesse Duplantis says he needs $54 million for a private jet because demons fly commercial. I really believe that if the Lord Jesus Christ was physically on earth today, he wouldn't be riding a donkey, he suggested. He'd be in an airplane flying all over the world. He also told his disciples he needed the jet so he could go anywhere in the world in one stop. What a load of bollocks, and what a crappy person. Televangelists like this guy and the guy that thought he could freaking blow the virus away with the air of God. They're just the worst people in the world, and You know, they take advantage of the poor to make themselves extremely wealthy, which is kind of like the opposite of what Jesus's stories were, you know? Like his teachings. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a Christian, but I have way more common, you know, with the teachings of Christ in my day-to-day life than these people do. They're absolutely terrible. Absolutely no way would this be the case. It's absolutely terrible. Say that demons fly commercial just so that you have an excuse to live in luxury. It's disgusting. Well, that's it for this episode of r/don'tfundme. I do plan on revisiting this subreddit just because I have had so much fun with it already, and there is so much content for me to get into, so prepare to see it again. If you would like to hear from this subreddit, or would like to hear from any other subreddit, as I say at the end of every episode, then do let me know in the comments. I do like hearing from you, so if there's anything else you'd like to hear, then do let me know. But until then, I'll see you all next time.